drop shot technique. Okay, it's one of those techniques when you talk about finesse tactics, everybody thinks a drop shot. And we're going to go through the gear we're using, and then we're going to show how to tie the knot. We're going to show what kind of hooks to use, what type of weights to use, and also how to attach your weights without losing them. Okay, so first, let's talk about rod and reel selection. I got a Speed Demon Pro drop shot rod, technique specific. All right, this is for light finesse stuff. I'll also move up to the Speed Demon Pro shaky head rod for a little bit heavier drop shotting. All right, which we'll get into that in another episode. Then we're going to pair that up with a Sharky 3 reel or Sharky 3 Gold. I like to use both. We're going to use Cast Pro braid. This is 10-pound test to about a 10 to 12 foot covert fluorocarbon line leader. All right. Now, when we're talking hooks, there's three types of hooks. You have a regular octopus or drop shot hook. You'll have a straight shank drop shot hook, and you'll have an offset drop shot hook. Depending on what bait you're throwing, if you want a weedless, if you're using a longer worm, whatever you're throwing there. Okay, so now we want to attach a hook onto our line. And it's very, very simple. I use the Palomar knot to do so. So we'll take our straight shank hook, as you can see here. We're going to leave plenty of line. So here's my tag end. We're going to use plenty of this line, okay? I'm about 15 inches of line, and I will bend that line over right there so I have a loop. About 15 inches up. You can change, if you're in deeper water, you might have to go to a longer leader, okay? Some people use longer leaders. We're going to put that loop through the hole, through the top end of the hook. You can see we're going through the top end of the hook. All right. Then we're going to pull that out. We are going to wrap the line just like this through the loop that we created and bring our original loop over the hook just like so. And you'd want to wet it, but for demonstration, we're just getting it done, okay? Now, one of the most important things with this knot, okay, very, very important part of the knot here. What we're going to do is we're going to take the tag end, okay, so we have our tag end right here. We are going to put the tag end back down through the top of the hook hole. All right? And what that's going to do is now when we pull our line, as you can see, it's a heavier hook. But if we pull our line, the hook's standing straight up. Okay, it's going to help with hook sets, and it's also going to help with the technique part of it. So your worm or whatever you're using looks natural. Okay, now that we have our hook taken care of, we got the rest of our tag end line. The part where you want to put your weight. Okay, this is very, very important, and you can do a couple different things here. What we'll do, and we have a cylinder type weight. This is tungsten. I like to use tungsten or lead. If you're just fun fishing, lead's fine. If I'm in a tournament or I'm sight fishing, I'm always going to go to tungsten because this here is a 1/4 ounce. And if you go to 1/4 ounce lead, it's a lot bigger and it makes a lot more of a splash. Okay, so that's what we're there. Now, let's say I wanted to use the whole tag end for how deep I want my drop shot to be. What I'll do is I will take my tag end and right up from it, I will tie a nice little knot in itself. Just like that. A nice little knot there. Nothing special, just a nice little knot. And what I'll do then is I'll take my drop shot, the opening of the drop shot there that goes into put it right down on that knot. And now, because we have that knot there, that line cannot come through your cylinder or whichever weight you choose. Cannot come through there. Now, another thing I will do is I'll actually make a couple knots. So let's say I'm not sure how long I want my leader. I'll actually go up further in that line. That's my tag end. And I'll make a knot. I'll take my cylinder. I'll bring it down through. Okay. I'll come up to that first knot. And now I have a shorter leader. Or I have a shorter drop shot. But I still have that extra tag end. Okay, I'm leaving that hooked up. Because the only thing it's going to do is as this is bouncing along the bottom, that line's just going to flutter behind it. It's not causing any problems. Fish won't see it, nothing like that. But if I want to make it longer, then all I got to do is unattach, bring it back down to the bottom knot, and I'm right back in business to a longer drop shot. I hope this information helps you become a better angler. If you like this video, please like and comment below. And until next time, remember, there's no such thing as a bad day on the water.